Welcome to another episode of Back in Shape with T. I'm Tarache, and let's build some tricep muscles today. We're going to do one exercise for triceps. I'm going to demonstrate with my warm-up set by doing overhead tricep extension, one arm. Watch me. I'm turning around. I show you exactly how far down the dumbbell goes. Just my warm-up sets. Go here, stretch at the bottom, push up. Nice stretch. We're gonna do about 5 sets of 10 repetitions for the triceps. And because I'm older, I make sure that I do a good warm-up. So I start with that 10-pounder just to demonstrate. But I'm going to take this 20-pound dumbbell and do 1 set of 10 on each arm. Look at me stretch behind. 1 all the way up in the air. 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch it down. 6, follow along with me. 7, hold that stretch. Push up. 8, 9, 10. All right, other arm, good stretch. 1, 2, all the way up. 3, a simple exercise. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm only going up to 35 today. But a good warm-up set will get my elbows loose. It'll keep my shoulder from getting too much strain with a heavy weight. I've got the synovial fluid going. I've got the bursal fluid going, so I won't get bursitis. Those are things you have to think about when you get older. And more importantly, I've got my mind and my energy revved up to continue on with the movement. So I'm not starting cold. Many of you can, but I cannot. Go 10. 1, 2, good range of motion. 3, all the way up in the air. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more. 10. I'll drop some strength on this. Typically, I'll do this with 40 pounds, up to 50. 35 is good. 1, 2, 3 is the stretch on the way down. It really works. 4, the muscle gets more. 5, activation with the eccentric motion. 6, eccentric or the negative movement here. 7, stretch, action potential. 8, 9, 10. The way you get muscle growth is by damaging muscle fibers. Damaging muscle fibers and forcing them to repair themselves. You have to feed yourself proper amino acids in order for the muscle to grow, but you have to have potential for the muscle to grow by breaking down the fiber so it can grow bigger in order to adapt. That's how you get stronger. That's how you get size. One way to break the muscle down or break those fibers down is to do a proper eccentric contraction. That means going down on the negative, particularly with the overhead tricep extension. It's very important to get a good stretch at the bottom. Bottom line, all right? So, set number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. and I feel this completely in the muscle. I don't have any joint or elbow stress. This is a very good big bang tricep exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I have 2 more sets on each arm. This is extremely effective. I think that anybody who is short on time and who wants to get a good tricep routine going, but you don't have a lot of space, a lot of creativity, and you want to get the biggest bang for your buck, this one overhead single arm dumbbell French press is the exercise for you. You're going to really develop beautiful, beautiful triceps, a nice, really full arm with this particular exercise. So if you were in a time crunch and you wanted a quick arm workout, you could do bicep curls, tricep extensions, back to back, in and out within 20 minutes. That's if you're stuck at home. If you're the type of person who needs to do more cardio to burn fat like myself, and you need to dedicate enough time to develop muscle, make sure you choose the most effective and efficient exercises, and this falls in that category. All right, here we go. Set number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, don't hit your head, 5, 6, a lot of muscle activation, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. One more set on each arm. One thing I want you guys to know, after a car accident, I had a lot of damage in the shoulder about 15 years ago. So it's very hard for me to do overhead movements. This doesn't really even bother the shoulder. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm getting about a 1, 2 in terms of discomfort compared to the more normal shoulder, right? So it's an exercise, for me at least, that doesn't cause any impingement strain. If this causes impingement strain, do not do it. I don't care if it's good for you. You have to find something that will not cause impingement strain in the shoulder, and this doesn't do it to me, so I will continue to do this one. Another recommendation that I would give you is try this twice a week. If you're really trying to improve your arms and you are not in what we call bodybuilding mode, and that means bodybuilders typically do 3 to maybe 5 exercises per body part, and they spend a lot of time hitting multiple angles. If you're the type of person who's not hitting multiple angles, but you just want the quickest way to get in there, get out, this is going to be the exercise that I recommend. Another thing we have to focus on when we're trying to see good arms, bam, bam, is keeping our body fat low. And that means doing cardiovascular exercise on a regular basis. And I'm going to give you some recommendations after we finish the last set on each arm. I'm up. I'm stretching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way down. 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Good. That's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all muscle here. 10. All right. Did all that I can do for today. Nice and short, a 10-minute workout. I'm going to give you a little bit more detail in terms of what I would do if I were you trying to lose body fat. Just a quick little healthy tip. If I were you, I would try to find a way to get between 20 and 30,000 steps a day. If I were you, I would take a lot of my walking or running, jogging, whatever you want to do, or a mixture of the three after meals. So if you have the opportunity after lunch to go out for a 30 to 40 minute walk, after dinner go out for a 30 to 40 minute walk, and find a way to maintain nearly 30,000 steps a day, you're really putting yourself in a position where you're keeping the body fat low. If I were you, I would pay attention to the scale. Oftentimes we think that lifting weights is the only way that we're going to see the tone, and oftentimes that's not the case because we're missing a component, which is the law of thermodynamics. If I consume too many calories and burn too few, my fat cells grow. If I consume lower calories and burn more calories, my fat cells shrink. If I'm lifting weights, just like we did today, with a good amount of stress and struggle to power through 10 repetitions, I'm going to add muscle strength and size, provided that I give myself the proper amino acids after or throughout the day to help these muscles grow, because we've broken them down. So, nearly 30,000 steps a day. Make sure you're maintaining a good weight. If you don't look great at 170 pounds, but you look kind of good sometimes at 170, get yourself down to 160. You will look amazing. Same thing for me. My normal body weight's like 204, 207. I look way better at 180 than I would at 204 or 207. I look okay at 204 or 207, but definitely not good. You know, I look okay, but not good. I look good at 180, and I look great at 170. So I know my numbers. You should also know your numbers. That makes a huge difference. So it's not just lifting weights to burn fat. It's not just doing cardio to burn fat. It's paying attention to what you look like at a particular weight. It's paying attention to what you're consuming, making sure that you're getting enough protein throughout the day, and making sure you're doing enough cardio. If you're in the range of the goal that you need to attain, you're going to look way better. So I'm not going to give you numbers like 2,000 calories or 200 grams of protein. I'm going to give you some common sense numbers. If you look good at 160, try to stay between 160 and 165. All right, that's all we have for today. I'm glad that you were able to join me. Next time on Back in Shape with T, we're going to focus on a little bit more bodybuilding things, and then I'm going to actually get into the Clarence Bass fat loss routine. So we're going to talk more about fat loss, weight loss, and how to stay toned throughout the year, because it's coming up on that resolution time. So I want to beat the resolutions, okay? Good stuff. I'm going to do another cool down rep, a little stretch here with the 10-pound weights. The 10-pounders, not a lot of weight, but it's good to give me a nice little stretch, especially in my tight shoulder, to finish off with here. Do that other side. Good stretch. Make sure I get my flexibility using a light weight. Hitting those triceps, guys.